Priscilla Kitty back with another video. Okay, today we are going to continue creating this book 3. It's like the second one. So we're going to be doing this front claim page. Then we're going to color this page and this page. So we're going to be doing 3 of these. And then I think we're going to do this page. But before we do that, I already did tricks and tips and trick thing where we did where I did paint splatters and rainbows and paint buckets everywhere. And there's some butterflies by the colors. There's a butterfly right here. I hope you can see that. It's a rainbow butterfly. It's very hard to see the butterflies because they're really tiny. So, yay! I'm excited. Oh, and I got my colored pencils. My other colored pencils. I have okay, first I have my Crayola, which I always use Crayola because first of all I think they're cheaper, but I think if you got other pencils they're a lot expensive. But these are like expensive pencils that I got one year for Christmas, and this is what I got. I got these Royal Language pencils, like these ones, and I put them in this pretty case. I painted this case. It was a necklace holder, but I used it for my special colored pencils so they're not mixed with the other ones. So I'm probably going to use those today. So I'm excited. I'm so excited to get started. I hope you're excited because I am so excited. Let's get started. So I'm just showing you the first page that we're going to be doing today. So I'm so excited to show you. So on this first page, we're going to put my nickname. So I'm showing you the letters and my strawberry girl or my watermelon girl, and we're going to put her on this blank page here. So I grabbed my glue stick and I decided to place my nickname. So it's like my nickname is actually Katie, short for my real name. And everyone calls me Katie. So I just placed them to figure out where I want to put them and where I decided to place them. And I did the Katie 3 because I'm doing Create This Book 3. And you know, these letters that I created actually had, I sanded them down and I actually put glitter glue around them, so they're like my 4 favorite colors in purple. So I decided to glue them with this glue stick and try to make sure they push down really nicely. So I decided to start gluing them in, pushing them down. And I actually like these 4 colors. I decided pink, green, blue, and purple at the end for my name because I have 5 letters in my name. But I did 3 because 3 is representing the book that I did was number 3. And I decided to push them down with my palm to make sure they stick really nicely because you know these are like thick letters and the number, so they're really thick, so they're hard to push down. I was actually planning to cut a butterfly and Create This Book 3, but the balloon was very hard to cut, and I didn't, as you can see over there and maybe in the corner, that I am in the middle of cutting the balloon. It was really difficult to do, so you can see. And I believe it didn't fit in there. So I decided to glue my strawberry girl or my watermelon girl. I think I'm going to call her strawberry girl for now. And I decided to put glue on her, make sure she sticks, and then push her in. And then at the corner there, where my nickname is, I grabbed some scissors and snip a little piece of the paper off. I tried to put the butterfly in, but the butterfly didn't fit on the page, so I decided to ditch that idea. Instead, I grabbed these butterflies, these two butterflies, and I decided to use those instead. And I decided to trace them on my page instead of using the butterfly that I cut out of the balloon. So instead, I decided to trace these on the page and also write some details on them, like the antennas and the bodies. And I continue, and then I traced the small one, this tiny one, as well. But I do want to mention is that there is one page that I didn't show you, so we'll show you it later. But so I then colored the body of the butterfly, and then I did black seeds into like raindrops all over, and then I colored it with the pink pencil. Make sure it looks nice and neat. And I read it over. Then I colored it again with the seeds of the butterfly again, making like a watermelon, make a watermelon butterfly. And then I decided to add some gems to my butterflies. I decided to try to do green, but I decided not to do green. I decided to do pink instead because I thought it matched better. And so I stick that on. And then I decided to use my expensive pencils and decided to use them for like more color and add them more to my butterfly on the page. So I decided to use like this dark blue, it looks like. Try to stick it on there, make it look nice. And then I use like this red to try to make it more pinkish and more bright, and then I use more of the pink color on there. And then I decided to use this pink to color the butterfly because, you know, if you know me, I love the color pink and glitter and sparkles. Then I decided to do the center like blue and stuff. Try to make it look nice and pretty and neat as I did that. And then I decided to put a gem there as well on the butterfly. And it is a blue thing. There is actually one. Also, then I decided to add more gems to the butterfly. One, like in this diagonal, 1, 2 pink gems on one side, and then yellow on the other side of the butterfly. Both sides, like diagonal, one up, one down. So, after I did that, I actually decided to grab my gold pencil and started tracing stars all over. Like the easy stars where you do like the lines, you know what I'm talking about, like the ones that, you know. But I think later I actually retraced it and actually used a Posca pen or an actual pen to actually make the things a little bit brighter. During this time when I was doing that, I used my gold pencil to make a gold flower that I thought would look a lot brighter. It did not turn out the way I wanted it, but that's fine. At least I had some fun doing it. And then I think in this vanilla, I feel like there was something missing to this flower, so I kind of like grabbed like a gem for this flower that I was doing to make it look nicer. And I did it. I made the stem and made that stuff. So I was trying to make this flower look nice. So as I was doing that, I was just getting my green pen to make the stem and all that stuff. But that's just You heard that? Oh my goodness. Anywho, and then after I was done with that, I decided to do a blue rose. Because I thought I'm really good at making like the roses to make them a little bit pretty, and they're easy to make. So all you have to do is like trace it, and I just colored it in as a blue rose. And then on each side I started the leaves, and then after a while I started to do I'm still coloring the rose, but after a while I did chose the leaves, and then I added the pink roses on each side of it. So, during this process, it did take a long time, but I thought it was pretty, and that's like why I picked the roses, So I hope you enjoy this long process. It's like a long process. I should have like probably edited this part, but I'm just gonna leave it in because you know what, I don't want to edit anymore than I have to, I guess. But maybe I would edit it, but I did add, like, the only thing I could tell you is that's what I added, so, There is a picture that I did not do to, show you completely, so, yeah. Basically, I just added gold stars and stuff. I think we were going to do the other one where it's the title page, but this is the one where we did my Rainbow Girl and stuff. And then this one, I don't know what I was doing here, but I decided to grab my glue stick, I guess, and then put my star gem thing in the corner there of the peak of that little box, majiba, whatever you want to call it. And then I started coloring it. I think I was thinking I actually traced it with a gold Posca pen, I guess, during that time. And then I started to add sprinkles, I guess. I don't know what else I added. I'm just in the middle here. So I colored in the 3 pink, like I did with my other one, show that. Because I don't like the same color black, so I'd rather color it in a different color instead of leaving the color as it is. So I decided to color it that 3 pink. And I think I just added a whole bunch of stickers because I don't know what it is. I like these like stickers. I think they're called Lucy something sticker place. These are like the old stickers, and I'm just adding duct tape during this part, or like adding the cardboard pieces that have like the shinies on them, like I'm just gluing that all over, I guess, like as confetti. Like if you notice if you actually watched the first one with me flipping through, it's kind of like the confetti that it's like, yay, we had the number 3, we're here, kind of like celebration kind of thing. I know I'm talking a lot, but and if you know me, I'm gonna say this again, I love sparkles and I love glitter. So if you know me as a person, you know what I like. I think I was trying to make sure it didn't bleed on the back, so that's why I kept on flipping it like that. And then I colored the Create in a blue Posca because I didn't want it to be black, so I decided to add blue. Again, I have like these 4 main favorite colors, which is pink, blue, yellow, and green. Those are like my 4 major. If you have to pick another color, it would be purple. So yeah. And I think at the bottom here, I'm adding more stuff out here. I don't know if it's like, I think that I'm adding more stickers and stuff, and adding more confetti. Yeah, I'm adding like stickers. The first sticker I think I put down is Good Day with a cupcake, which I colored in to make it look a little bit brighter. And I think, yeah, I'm adding more stickers. There is this thing called, you can see that little thing that says Lily Cat, that actually shares my real name and my last name, so I'm not going to share that with anyone in the world. but I'm just gonna, that's why I covered that up, because, you know, I don't want my real name to be shown online. Protection reason. I hope you respect that, but I know a lot of people would not respect it, so you know, doesn't matter. I'm not famous, so it doesn't really matter. And the only people who watch this is probably my family, so it really doesn't really matter. But I keep on just adding a whole bunch of stickers to my page, trying to like put them in there. I don't know why I keep on putting the stickers. I'm like, can you do something else for a little bit, Katie? So I'm just adding a whole bunch of stickers, and some of these stickers you can't even see what they are, so you can't really tell. So I'm just, and also the stickers are really easy to just put on because, you know. Also, I added like these rainbow hearts or something. Like they have like these different color hearts that I decided to put on all around it because I thought the center was still bare, even though I colored in the 3. Also, because I think the letters in the 3 I'm going to try and let it dry a little bit so it can continue drying. So I'm still adding these hearts. I also still like these stickers that I got because these stickers are really old and I really like them. And I'm like, you know, I like these stickers from this girl who actually had like colorful stickers and I really enjoyed them. And they don't make them as much, so you have to kind of buy them on Amazon and stuff. And also, shit, like here, I'm trying to find where to put them. Man, that thunder. I think at the top here, I think I added like silver stars on top because I still think it was like bare, and I thought maybe the stars would like represent that this is that the big star was actually a star, not a big star. So I did put like stars everywhere to show that maybe it was like a sky or something to show it. It's actually raining today and it's really thunderstorming. Just raining today. And then I also said by Moriah Elizabeth by like writing it in silver so it can look nice. So I also was trying to make it look nice as I was doing it. I can never really tell what I'm doing at the bottom because I'm just busy doing things. And then I think I decided to add some sprinkles here, like silver sprinkles. Yeah, and then later in the book, I actually did add like pink and blue sprinkles because I thought it was just boring with silver, so I decided to add some more color because the reason why I added pink and blue, not green, pink and blue, is because the letter is blue and the 3 is pink, so I decided to add silver, pink, and blue sprinkles. And also, there's hearts there, so, and also I feel like it was like really bare without adding more stuff because it feels like every single time I see this, it looks so bare to me that I always want to keep on adding and adding and adding and adding. And that's how it was when I was a kid. I kept on adding things. But I also have a question. Does anyone have like a feeling of color before? Like they feel like the color blue and they want to do this blue and they're like into blue right now. Like, or you're in the color purple. Feel the color purple. I can't explain it, but I can feel color, which is weird. Not like when I touch color, I don't feel the color. I'm saying when I have a color in my hand or something, or like not feel color, but like feel color as like an emotion. Does that make sense? I hope so. Yeah, I'm just keeping adding sprinkles and adding more silver to make it more better and more neatly, I guess. So yeah. And I keep on just adding sprinkles because it feels so bare to me, honestly. I hope you enjoy the rest of me trying to have more sprinkles. And around this point, I grabbed my Posca, my blue Posca, and create on there with my blue Posca and put it in there nice and neat to like make it look more blue-like. And then I grabbed my pink Posca. Then I think I grabbed my pink Posca and then I retraced the 3 to make it a little bit more bright. So you can see the color showing through, so it doesn't look as dark or shows any black. I made can see it. And then I kind of like added some touch-ups around here, I think. So I touched up this little block thing with my gold Posca pen. And then I added some stickers. I added a purple flower because I think it's pretty. And then I added a butterfly and some bees. And I just thought that would look nice and pretty. And if you can see the corner there, there is a panda. And then I added this butterfly here, like duct tape butterfly. And then I added like some silver gold for the body of this butterfly. And it's really sparkly and nice. And then I added a piece of gold here on the top of the butterfly. And then I added some ladybugs stickers all over the page. And then I grabbed my silver Posca pen and added stars around this little big star in the corner there of the page. And I just kept on adding like silver stars everywhere. Because I thought like silver stars are really pretty. And I always think that everything is so bare. So that's why I keep on adding silver stars everywhere. And here's the page that I did today. Just showing you everything I did, showing you the stickers and all the pages. And that's what I showed you today. And then this is the page that I didn't really film. It was way too long, so I decided to just film you one of the pages that I didn't do. So I just added this girl, some stars, some kitties, and like I like these penguins and stuff. So this is the page that I didn't show on camera. And we started on the next page, which says start with new beginnings. And then I wrote down the day. Actually, I started with a blank piece of paper, and this was the new beginning. Was for me was the wedding that I just went to, and you could just see that I was just trying to decorate the decor of the reception area. And I'm just decorating what it looks like and all that. And it was like a nice place. I went to my uncle's wedding and I really enjoyed it. I love like everything about it. It was really nice and pretty. And I just enjoyed it. I just enjoyed doing it. And so I just enjoyed dancing, and I just was remembering there was lights and candles. Like there was like fairy lights that make it really pretty. It was more like a foresty area. It was like in the middle of the summer, so it was really hot. But I enjoyed like the dancing and having fun. And I'm here just showing you what it looks like up close. There's the candles. The candles was like the centerpiece of the table. And the tablecloth was black and the chairs were black. And I'm just here just writing and trying to remember. And by where I was sitting, there was like a big tree and it had like a big hole in it. But I didn't draw like the lake beside it, like the fountain that was beside it. It was so pretty. It was just a really pretty place where we all ate, you know? And I just thought this place was really pretty and really nice and stuff. Yes, so I did draw this tree that was right beside our seats. So yeah, I just draw everything. And then I don't know what I was drawing here. Oh, and this is the happy ever after, basically. And I was going to write that in there somewhere, but I don't know if I wrote it something else. Probably I did, but I was trying to make it look nice and neat and trying to show you what I did. Now I started adding the color here. The candles were red and the stand was black. The stand of the candles were black. And in the center of that was like diamonds and blues and gold in the center of the table. So I thought the design of that place was really pretty, neat, and nice. And so yeah, I don't remember all the shapes of the centerpieces, but I know it was like petals and other like diamonds and make it look nice and pretty, and I just thought that was neat. Now there is a fan here over here, so I also was trying to write there was a bell. It was like a gold bell that you ringed for for someone to kiss instead of putting it in glass. It was a gold bell. And then there was also the color in the chairs black. But the table setup was like there was black forks, there were black silverware, there was black everything. So yeah, I just colored basically black, and there was like there you can have fake tattoos on. It was so cool. I just thought the place was really nice. It was fun. I like it how I got like tattoos, and the tattoos stayed on for like almost like a week. Except if I took a hot bath, for me it actually did help. All I had to do was scrape it off. And then up here I started to color the lights yellow because, you know, I picture like lights being bright yellow because to show that it's like shining a little bit, to show that those are lights, and I didn't want to do gold again because there was already a gold bell there. Just coloring those lights in. Then turned the side of the table to color the branches because there were like a branch where there was lights going on. So yeah, like my uncle and got married at this place, and he had a black suit with a blue tie, and she had a black dress, and her dress was gorgeous. She was gorgeous looking. She was really gorgeous looking. Now I just wrote happy ever after on the thing there because, you know, that was, for me, I think that's a new beginning of life. So I just showed you the picture. And then I was coloring in the table because I didn't know if I wanted to color the table. Also, there was a tablecloth on it, but I didn't really want to color the tablecloth in this picture because I wanted to show more. Now I'm writing his bride, and I was having a hard time. I'm showing her the dress. She had like a mermaid dress, and this was like a black mermaid dress, and she had like a train that had like a black train, and she had like a black veil. But I was just showing how she looked, and I'm just drawing her up. I was just planning to just draw the black dress, but instead I decided to draw her as a person, and I was hoping that it would cover the page but not block the ideas that I wanted. And I kept on trying to make her face shape look nice and everything, and I had like a difficult time. Now I started doing her hair, and her hair was like in a bun, and I thought the hair in her bun, she had like blonde hair, and it was so pretty. I thought her outfit looked really good. So yeah, so I enjoyed her time. So I did her blonde bun. I was trying to make it a little bit messy, a little bit frizzy, so it can show that that was her hair on her wedding day. And then I started coloring her black dress, her black wedding dress. And I was doing the bouquet that she's holding. And her bouquet was like, it was like purplish, bluish, greenish of her bouquet. It was not like flowers, but it was like more like weeds. And it was so pretty. And now I'm starting to color her black wedding dress. But I really did like her bouquet. It tied in with the style of the entire wedding. So I just loved the wedding so much. But anyway, so my uncle Michael did get married. So I like this. I'm not saying, I know I'm just like, would I have that as my wedding day? No. But I still like the idea that I like the veil, I like her dress, I love the wedding, I love the place she got married at. It was such a beautiful place. And me drawing the veil here where she get married. And I just kept on coloring the outfit to make it look nice and make sure it colored in really nicely. And I kept trying to add lines to make sure like it was precise. And I'm just showing you up close what it looks like. And then I was adding some silver to add some jewelry because she had a necklace around her neck, like a silver necklace that really made her outfit pop. And now I'm just coloring in her arms. It looks like it. I'm coloring in her arms, her skin color. And then I think I started to draw her face, and she had like red lipstick on, so it looks nice. So I'm just showing her eyes, her lips, her nose, making sure you can see it. So I just thought she looked nice, so I'm just showing you constantly because, you know, it's far away, so you can't really see it. But I wanted to make sure you see it up close. And at this moment, my camera was out of focus, so I'm just a little bit upset that this was not in focus. It focused on my hand, but didn't focus on the drawing. So after I was done with her face, I colored in her face and all that. And then I just drew I drew like these lights behind her, like these sparkling glimmer lights that there were just like pretty lights that were behind her that not like on her wedding day, but this was like when she took pictures with my uncle. So this was a pretty, like, it was so pretty, it was bright, it was colorful, and I liked the idea. It was right there, and it was so pretty, and I think that's where her pictures were. That was her picture with her husband, so I just thought it was really pretty. Like, the lights, I just really enjoy the lights. That's all I can think about is the lights. But this is why I was drawing the lights behind her to make, because that's where her pictures was. And I did saw her took pictures with her, what they did. So yeah, but I only did one picture with her with behind the lights. She did have bridesmaids, but yeah. And I decided to cut her out a little bit so I could try to fit her in my books. So I put the reception in here to try to make sure everything fits, looks nice, trying to make it look neat and stuff. And I felt like it was way too big every single time. So I started with this side, trying to put the bride at the bottom here and try to make sure she's squeezed in there, and I'm grabbing my glue stick and try to put her there precisely on there and trying to make it look nice. And whatever extra paper I cut at the bottom to make sure it fits. Except because I really took time and effort to draw this, I didn't want her to ditch her out, so that's why I kept her in there. And then I zoomed out to go with the other one, which is the place we had dinner, the reception area, which I thought was really pretty. So I wanted to put that in there too to show the new beginnings, and that was new, and that was the beginning. And the reason why I did this, and I'm writing the date here, which is going to show how long I filmed this, because this was after the wedding I did this. This was like after the wedding I started drawing this. And I just thought new beginnings, a new life for her and her husband. And then I think I zoomed in here, and I think I think outside the box, put my name on every page. I forgot what else I did. And then I added a butterfly because that's my signature, a butterfly. I also forgot what else I put on there. And I choose a blue butterfly because I thought a blue butterfly was pretty. I have no clue what I did there. Oh, I think I signed my name and then I did that. And then I had the dishes here to show you what the dishes looks like when I was at the wedding. And again, I told you it was black silverware, black everything. And I was trying to take everything in memory to put it in my book. So I just wanted to show you what it looked like and how everything was. I really enjoyed this time, but it did take a long. But that was like the new year, and that was the new time that happened. So it was hard because all the plates in the furniture was black, so it was very hard to see everything, but it was fine. There was like a big plate, a small plate, every different type of plate. And I added some gold because there was some gold circle area on the top of the plate. Because it was like a circle mat for the plates, and it had it was like a spider web, but like had like pieces of gold. It was pretty. It was so gorgeous. And then they had fans there. They had like black fans. Besides, we also had black fans and bubbles there. We also had fans. We fanned ourselves because it was a hot day. But we had fans and we fanned ourselves because I really enjoyed. I still have them right here. We also had black. We had bubbles. We had black fans. We also had fake tattoo.
What I did today. We did this page. I'm just showing you all the pages that we did today. This one. This page. And this page. That is all that's all. That is all. Little kitty out. I hope you had a great day, and